room with one animal. What is the largest animal you could kill with nothing but your bare hands?
I'd like to think I could whip an ostrich.
Get a hold of his neck. He's going to whip him around. He's going to whip him around.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
and Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to the Captain Show. 93.7 The Ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio is ready to begin now. It's me and Bach. And is the captain on there, Bach, yet?
He's there.
All right.
1, 2.
1, 2,
Hey,
3.
fellas, listen. I'm gonna apologize to you guys. It was tough sledding. Going to Wichita picking up cars yesterday. It was tough sledding for the captain, but I made it. But I'm not in there, and so I'm gonna apologize. I'll be there tomorrow, guys. I'll be there tomorrow. What?
What? You want us to say something? Hey, we just heard it.
You can say something if you want to.
Oh, Vershawn, I'm so sorry you can't be here today. Nothing like you in the studio. See you tomorrow.
We'll miss you.
Yeah, I know. You guys missed me. You missed me yesterday.
More food for me and Bach today. Yay.
That's right. Fight over your sandwich.
Dude, who is this? Who is this Kyle Monenga? How you say his name?
Monenga. Yeah.
What do you think about him, Bob?
Well, he led the Big Ten in rushing last year, so he's a little bit proven. He's off to even better start this season. One of the best running backs in the Big Ten. And so I mean, Nebraska's gonna. Here's a quick fact for you that you might not know. Nebraska, the only team in college football in FBS not to give up a rushing touchdown this year. Gonna be hard not to give one up this week.
Yeah, I mean, again, there we go.
Another record.
You like my
record.
stats, don't you? You like those stats.
That's where I was going with that. Is here we go with the stats again. The negative, or they could be positive. We haven't given up a rushing
positive.
touchdown.
That one's a good, it's a good stat.
Positive,
see how long you can keep it up.
You haven't played a rushing football team.
Not
a
necessarily
real
the strongest ones, no.
Well, you think Rutgers is the strongest rushing football team we're going to meet?
Oh yeah. It will be.
Because I'm looking at their stats, and this dude is a powerful runner. All hands will have to be on deck in order to bring him down. It's not going to be – he is the type of back – one man, unless you are a great tackler, and I don't know how many great tacklers we have, one man going to be tough to bring him down in the open field. So all 11 guys are going to have to fly around to the ball to get it done.
To your point real quick, just because I have the numbers in front of me, the rushing rankings of these teams that Nebraska's faced, UTEP 126th, Colorado 124th, Northern Iowa, it's an FCS program, so not that one. Illinois 98th, Purdue 79th. So that's the best rushing offense you've seen so far, according at least to the stats, is Purdue. Rutgers comes in at 12th in the country with 237 rushing yards per game.
Ooh.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is a different animal we dealing with this week. If they run the ball, that means they got ball control, right?
Yeah. Part of that's keeping Dillon off the field too.
Exactly. Well, you're going to have to figure out a way they're going to give him the ball. He's going to get his carries, but how do you get the ball out of his hands?
Well, you're not really. because they're not a good passing team. So they're going to try to feed them enough. That's why they get 237 yards. So they're going to feed multiple people. The good thing for Nebraska is this is our strong point, is our rushing defense. Probably not in the last two games because it was a mix and match of pass and run. But I don't think Rutgers is strong enough on the pass to make us focus just on both of them. I think we can clearly see they want to be a rushing team, but at the same time, we have to stop them. So it's a good thing because that's our bread and butter. Good for the defense because that's what you want to face is a running team and to shut them down and make them go to pass to something they're not good at. So that's one thing we got on the upside for us.
Right. Well, I mean, I hope you're right, but Bach, what's the stats say? What's our rushing defense? Can you give me some stats on that?
19th or something, ain't it, Bach?
Yeah, Nebraska's rushing defense right now, they're giving them 85 yards per game. That's good for 15th in the country. Passing defense, 188. That's good for 46 for a total defense of 274, 19th in the country.
Okay. So that means that this is going to be a week of collision course, right? Because if they're averaging 260 plus yards rushing on the ground and whatever they're averaging as far as throwing the ball, that's over what we're giving up.
Yeah.
How do we get that done?
It's like us versus y'all at practice. Somebody got to lose the battle, you know?
Well, most of the times you guys lost, so I get it.
Okay, here we go.
I get it. Somebody had to make y'all good.
Yeah.
Let it be us. Now, I'm again, when I think about this Rutgers football team, every time I look at them, I think to myself, like, they're going to be running corner fires. This will probably be the most elaborate defense that Dylan has seen in his young career. I mean, as far as what they're going to throw at him from doing corner fires, they're going to blitz from the edges. They're going to blitz up the gut. They're going to send everything but the kitchen sink at him. We got to be prepared for that. We got to be prepared for the hots. Again, I think we got to continue to get who I feel like is a super X factor that we haven't got as involved as we should, and that's Fedoni over the middle of the field. Early and often.
Yeah, I'd love to see him get going again. To me, the guy that stands out to me is still Jalen Lloyd. I mean, I think if you get his speed on the field with Ja'Cory Barney, that's going to be tough to prepare for, tough to stop if you send one of those guys in motion. But Fedoni definitely, I mean, he kind of started to step up this past week. He's a weapon that just hasn't been used enough, and it's interesting. Nebraska, you feel good about where they are, with the weapons that they have. I feel a little bit nervous about that offensive line. I think as we go on there, that might, as you play tougher competition, that might start to hold you back a little bit. But feels like the weapons are there for Nebraska. Can they make the most of them? Whether that be with that offensive line or the play calling.
Yeah, I think Nebraska has to score early. I mean, they have to start off hot, I think. Because now you're facing a Russian team, and this is what Rutgers is going to do. They're going to play ball control with you. They're going to try to grind the clock down, probably not play that fast of a tempo football. So when we do get it, we got to capitalize on it, and we have, those 3rd and 6s we have to make. That's, we've been in the red zone so many times and failed to, get out of there with points. We need to start scoring some points in the red zone, either by field goal, which is, kind of scary, but at the same time, we gotta have faith in our kicker, though.
Yeah. That's the question this week. Do you have your faith in your kicker, or do you pretty much 4 downs until you get down to 15, 20-yard line? I mean, at some point, you got to believe in a chip shot, but even it's not always the kicking that's been the problem anyways. It's, it's the snap, it's the hold, it's the blocking. So it's interesting to see how long they're going to go once you get across the 50. How long are they kind of in 4-down mode?
You got to go back. You got to get a kicker. You got to get his confidence back. You have to. You cannot. This is not high school. This is not the video game. You can't go for it on 4th down every time. Disasters happen. Now I get it, but you gotta put him in a position to win. Meaning, line him up for a chip shot, not an angle chip shot, a straight. Hey, 25-yard line. We had fans kick that shot before. We got to be able to make field goals, man. You're not gonna win down the stretch if you can't get field goals because you're not gonna be able to score on everybody every time. But again, yeah, you're right, Jim. It depends on the left or right hash. But that's why I say if you run the ball to the middle of the field, they gotta put the ball in the middle of the field. Period.
Now, I would say, too, I mean, I know there's the risk of missing the field goal or whatever, or missing the fourth down, something like that. You also kind of got to rely on your defense. All these missed field goals was tough last week, but what really helped is Nebraska continued to win the field position game. Even though they were missing those close ones, the defense stepped up. And so, Purdue couldn't flip the field. So that'll be a big part of it, too, is if you do, you almost have to expect if they're going to run a few field goals out there that they're going to miss one. Or have it blocked or something malfunction. The defense last year did a really good job in saving the offense's butt with a lot of the turnovers they had and not making it disastrous by getting a 3-and-out or, quickly, if not a 3-and-out pretty quickly, getting their offense back on the field still with a good field position. So you could see another game, especially like this, what I call Rutgers. What I say is they're just kind of that old Big Ten West team. That's going to play field position, that's going to run the ball, that's going to keep your offense off the field, it's going to play good defense, and good enough defense. They gave over 500 yards this past week to Washington, but still, it's the point category, and they don't give up a whole lot of points. So, you also got to. I think Matt Rule has said, and he continues to go back to Kirk Ferentz in his quotes, saying, "Yeah, I'm kind of looking to Kirk for this." They have their group chats, all that is kind of how to win and get it done here in the Big Ten. And this is going to be one of those battles. Don't let them out Big Ten West you. Again, I know that Rutgers wasn't in the Big Ten West, but that's the kind of team that's being brought in here.
Well, I guess Brett Venables, he set the standards to how to beat Nebraska. I mean, I think he showed that on Friday night. Yeah, Bielema. I see that he showed a way to beat us by, wearing us down to the fourth quarter. And us being Nebraska, we're known for fourth quarter. So I think if Rutgers can take this game in the fourth quarter into a 1 point or tied game, then you got to look at special teams then and how big a factor it's going to be in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a factor in this game, but I don't. Rutgers is not big up front defensively, and Washington ran absolutely bananas on them. The only thing Washington didn't do was get into the end zone. And then, but when because I'm actually watching the game and I'm thinking to myself, these were two heavyweight. They was going right back, but they were running the ball. They was running the ball, and I'm telling you, Terrell, I don't know if have you seen 5? Have you seen their running back? Have you seen the highlights?
Yeah, I played them. I've seen them play before.
Okay, well, they have the backup is 27. He's just as good.
Yeah.
So my conversation to my defense would be, is this guy thinks he's going to come in and run over 100 yards on us. We're not going to let him get it. Our goal is to stop him. Because I think if you stop those running backs that they have, you stop Rutgers. They're decent on the pass game. Number 9 is a really good receiver. He's a really good receiver, really balls on, and he's a big guy. But I'm watching Washington absolutely seemed like they had their way on the ground with them, but they somehow wanted to put the ball in the air, and they couldn't get off the field on third down. They couldn't stay on the field on third down. You can't win that way. So we know the recipe, and guess what else Washington did? How many field goals did they lose or did they miss?
They're bad as Nebraska was.
See?
Pretty close to it.
So I don't know if I'm going to tell you that Illinois was that good and they had the recipe to beat Nebraska more than I'm going to tell you we did not do. We showed that in that game, we don't do anything in the second half for the most part. But what I was encouraged by in the Purdue game, we did. And that to me, if you can keep that same fervor in all of your games, play better in the fourth quarter than you do in the first, it'd be tough to beat you.
Well, I think one thing too, if you look at Illinois, part of that recipe is somewhat, RPOs, or at least using the running back or the quarterback's legs to a degree. And Ethan Kaliak-Mandis isn't going to do that a whole lot. I mean, he's more of kind of a stiff quarterback, doesn't provide a whole lot on the ground. All that being said, and I've heard, a lot of disrespect for the Greek rifle, Ethan Kaliak managed, which is fair enough because he doesn't put up eye-popping stats and won't jump off on the tape either. But he is 2-0 against Nebraska, and he didn't throw for over 200 yards in either of those games. So it does, that was with Minnesota. Again, Rutgers kind of a similar style. They're not going to need to throw for 200 yards to beat Nebraska. They generally don't in their victories.
Like I said before, it's going to be a dogfight. We're at home before we have to go on a pretty much a 3 to 4 game away skid, right? Where you're not going to be at home, you're not going to get the fan favorite. The 12th and the 13th and the 14th and the 15th man will not be necessarily in the stadiums that we're going to go play. How are you going to be mentally tough enough to put yourself in position to get the team? Because I talked to Mickey on the phone today. Talked to him this morning. And we were talking about the 5 overtime game. And he said, we didn't understand, even though that team didn't win a game, it was a classic game. You got the Bayou Classic, you got different deals in the FBCU. So they didn't understand that they had to raise their bar and level of play and intensity up a notch or two in order to win. Prairie View, who plays in the game all the time, they knew what they needed to do. That's how they were able to win. They wasn't a better team, but they played the best when it counted in the 5th overtime. So Nebraska, it shouldn't go into overtime. I would hope that we would play ball control. I like to see more of, I love to see 16 catch the ball. You know what 16 is, right? We talk numbers for Nebraska. 16 for Nebraska, sir. Remember he caught a touchdown pass, I think, in the first game.
I think
Bonner. So, but we haven't seen Bonner really. Not a lot of them. You're going to have to use, to me, you're going to have to use all these. We got to play smash mouth football in order to dominate Rutgers. They're not used to that. Still the Big Ten, though. 4 quarters of football.
Oh, yeah.
Black
oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just, for giggles, do we have any teams that we picked
No.
for Friday?
No. We have a list, but we haven't made the list.
Well, so
we have a schedule list.
I keep telling y'all try to set.
Well, we do this together. No. We haven't made anything yet. We try to do it as a group. So you're here today. So now we can go ahead and discuss the teams next here on 93.7, the ticket, if you want to do so, sir.
Pressure. Good job. We'll do it. 93.7, the ticket style. We'll be right back.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest, and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basements? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Attention students and anyone else looking for a great deal. Sun Valley Lanes and Games has the ultimate weeknight special. For just $15.95, enjoy unlimited bowling, lucky putt mini golf, and laser tag. Flash your college ID at check-in to receive $2 off your admission. It's the perfect way to unwind Sunday through Thursday nights. Check out sunvalleylanes.com for hours and availability. Sun Valley Lanes and Games, located at 321 Victory Lane.
Lincoln's best place to meet, eat, and compete. Sun Valley.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to the Captain Show. I guess we're going to call this segment sponsored by Rabbit Hole Bakery. Bach, what do we have here in studio with us today from Rabbit Hole Bakery?
I got to open it up here. Rabbit Hole Bakery always brings us something delicious here. This is the seasonal pecan pie tart. And I'll spoil it. You'd already took a little bite before this.
Yeah, I took more than a little bite. I took most of it. Look,
you still got some left?
Now mine's look like a bitten Reese's Pieces cup. Now that's how small it is now. But
give it a try. Ah, yes, very delicious. CVJ, you're missing out on this one. Rabbit Hole Bakery.
No, I was actually looking up some stats here because the Gus Mohawk said, "What's the going NIL rate for a top kicker?"
We can't hear you too well, Vershawn. If you can adjust a little bit.
Hold on, let me readjust.
delicious, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Gus Mohawk says, "What is the going NIL rate for a top kicker?" And I was trying to find it. What's the and what would we pay for a top kicker? What would you pay for a kicker right now?
A scholarship, and probably about
that's all.
Probably about 50 a year.
College football NIL rankings, kickers. They do not value kickers. Florida, Miami, who's number 8, their kicker is worth it says $235,000. Florida State's kicker, $231,000. And then it kind of goes like Notre Dame's kicker's undisclosed, and it goes so forth and so on. I'm trying to find Texas A&M's got
bad living.
Huh?
That 235 is not a bad living.
No, but John Ho's on there. He's on there. It's undisclosed though.
Yeah.
What's a kicker? I mean, to me, if you're gonna pay, to me, it's got to be worth 200,000, if not more.
For 4 years,
I would pay a kicker that was El Fuego $200,000 a year. I would. He's worth it. He's worth it. Pay the kicker. What other position besides quarterback do you think you would have to pay this kind of money? What's important?
Well, it's just like Florida State. They paid so much for this kicker. Look at their record. They're 1-4. Not saying it has anything to do with the kicker, but hey, if I'm gonna go 1-4, I'd rather put my money somewhere else besides a kicker. I mean, I would probably give a kicker probably if I had the money to spend it. Probably the tops I go was probably 150. That's it. Probably 100.
That's still good money a year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just like the value. It's like the value of a kicker in the NFL. They're not making as much as the corners and the receivers and the linemen and the quarterback and all that.
Oh, Vince Washington says this and 2655. Vince Washington says, "What does a long snapper go for?" And then 2655 says, "I don't care what you pay a kicker if you don't have a guy that can snap the ball."
So in the NFL, and obviously that's the comparison that you could make is the NFL, the top kickers make about $6 million, but the average kicker makes about $2.2 million. How that compares to some other positions might surprise you a little bit. Is a safety makes basically $2.2 million, so about on the same pace there. A tight end makes under that, about around $2 million. Wide receiver $2.2 million. Obviously, there's more wide receivers, safeties, tight ends than kickers. So factor all that in there. But yeah, long snapper is the lowest on the totem pole with about $1 million per year. So
so you got to pay your long snapper too.
Yeah, that's a real position in the NFL. So
$50,000.
Got to be a real position in college. You can't just say, well, we'll find somebody.
If I had it to do over again, I would have been a long snapper. I'm serious, because if I'm a long snapper, guess where I'm still I've had a 15, 16 year career because all I do is snap and run down and try to make the play. The easiest, I can't remember, I think his last name was Kendall. He played at Kansas City for like 16, 17 years. All he did was run down after he snapped the ball. That's got to be one of the greatest. That's got to be one of the greatest positions ever in football, to get paid to snap a ball. Well, how important is that? If the NFL is willing to play a guy, all he does is snap. That's it, and run down on punts. They're willing to pay big money for that. $1 million. That's a great job, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's important.
Yeah, it always blew my mind too. Like even in the early 2000s, when recruiting was kind of blowing up, and you're paying a closer attention to it, it always blew my mind that some teams would not allocate a scholarship to kicker. And over the years, it's become okay. Yeah, it's that that's an important enough position that most teams now have a scholarship kicker. But will you do two? That's when you start to get into the question. Maybe you're starting to overload on scholarships there. But to me, it's like I always kind of think, man, your game comes down to that. I understand there's not a much, he's not doing a whole lot throughout the game. I understand, even in practice, he's not always, the kicker's not generally quite with the team, kind of doing different things. But when the game's on the line, I want a scholarship guy back there. And I prefer if he beat out another scholarship guy to earn that.
I got something for you. Ryan Langan, long snapper, 6-man football at Riverside to Georgia Southern. 800. Trent sends this in. Read that, Bach. Ryan Langan, long snapper, 6-man football.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look him up.
We have to look him up, and we'll check into him, Trent. I mean, I think anytime you can send a guy that can help out, that's what we need to do. That's why it makes us, the fans, so good that we can look at these things, because coaches are looking at other things, and we can say, who is this Ryan Langan? Let's check him out. Maybe he can come help us, because it's evident to me. Who is our long snapper right now?
Well, they were juggling them last week. They're trying to find somebody.
Okay, so again, I know people are going to look at me crazy, but why not put Scott there? Have him as the safety valve. Don't make him run down. Have him as the safety valve where he can come clean some people up. But you got to have, your snapper has got to be on point every time. Football is a game of inches. We cannot be just missing. Just 3. What is it called? What's the thing?
Chasing 3.
Chasing 3. Oh, okay. Trent says he's done with college now, sadly, plays in the UFL.
Yeah, I saw that. So he was a kid out of Nebraska that went to Georgia Southern. And as far as long snappers goes, he was third-team All-American in 2020.
Dang, Trent, I thought you was really giving us something we can hang our hat on and maybe call the university and tell them we had something for them. But do you think they recruit long snapper?
Oh, yeah.
Be on their
or do they
wish
build
list
one
this year.
inside? Huh?
You be on your wish list this year.
But at some point, those guys that are red shirt, don't you got to make a long snapper out of one of them? Don't you got to go to one of those guys that are in the room, in the building right now and say, hey, you want a long career in the NFL? I think you should learn how to long snap. I would. There's some great Matt Verzal. There's a bunch of guys that used to be long snappers that's around that would help out if called upon, I know, for free. But we got to get this fixed. And we got to stop blaming. And if the snapper, if the holder, if the field goal kicker, if the whole special teams. It's a group. It's not about one. You ain't boxing. It's football. Big Ty said they came out with a new chasing 3. Combined Illinois and Purdue. Did you watch it, Bob?
I haven't seen it yet, but I did see it was out. Those are fantastic. If you haven't watched them, I mean, it's you know, they're like, you know, they're like the peek inside the locker room that everybody would love to see. Now, I will say this: if you don't like swear words, then you might not like it as much because there's a little bit of swearing that goes on.
Or is it, they dropping all kind of bombs?
Well, I think they blurt them out or something. It just might ruin your belief of of what, you know, how clean it is. There's probably more swear words than maybe when Tom Osborne and Frank and those guys were around. But maybe not. I don't know.
I don't recall. Terrell, do you recall?
What's that?
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bob, you don't know what anything's talking about. They said that they cuss a lot on Chasing 3, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you watch it, Terrell?
No.
Oh, thought to break it. I think I'm gonna watch something.
I don't have 30 minutes to waste in my life, so I.
It's not a waste. It's a good time.
I don't want to see anything. I just want to see you win on the field, Bob. That's it. You know, make the videos after.
If you like Hard Knocks, that sort of thing.
I don't even like Hard Knocks or Last U, University, or anything.
Yeah,
just play the damn game. All right, 93.7, the Captain Show, the fastest 2 hours of radio is on and chopping.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine with breezy northeasterly winds. We'll see an afternoon high around 82. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 51. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with lighter winds and an afternoon high around 78. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot. just north of 48th and Lake, and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Probably the best locker room entertainment ever. You know, listening to Chris Pitt.
Have you seen the Will Compton's videos before? How does that compare?
What does he say at the end of that thing? I like that part. What does he say?
He uses your go big.
Oh, that's
red.
really he's my go big red. Right, right.
That's not your Go Big Red. How was that Vershawn's Go Big Red? That's been a chant long before Vershawn.
That's my go big red. It's mine.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good one, Bob. Good one. That was the best one yet.
That was a good one.
What's that? You heard it?
Yeah, that was a really good one. There you go, Bach. Bach, now you transforming now, Bach. That's
yeah, there you go.
That was an excellent.
Need more funny moments like that.
Yeah, we do. You know, fun is good. But 0283 says this: Andrew Johnson was a quarterback and baseball player at Lincoln Christian High School. He went to Concordia in Seward to play baseball for 1 year. Nebraska Football told him that they didn't have a spot for him. So now he's a redshirt freshman, long snapper at K-State. Wait a minute.
Well, Nebraska did. We did get a kid from Florida that was a long snapper. Then we bought. What happened to him?
You said best past his. He had a year. It was over.
Yeah. Well, you know you need these things, so you have to recruit them. You know, because it's crucial. I mean, you're at a crucial point right now where we might need those 3 points, and we don't have a long snapper to get the ball back there on time. I mean, you say put Ben Scott back there, but it's a difference between a long snapper and a center. So that probably won't work. So you have to get somebody quick. I mean, you have to go. I'm not saying Porter wise, but you have to recruit a kid, or right, Porter. So might want to transfer.
0283. Can we get him in the transfer portal? Think he'll come back home? He's Lincoln Christian. He's a Lincoln kid. Is he starting? Please tell me he's not starting. 0283. We need a long snapper. Would you have an open tryout?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, why not? We're holding open trials for long snappers and kickers.
No, I just make you practice on it every day. I mean, full speed, full pads. You know, you got to get it right.
Obviously, it's listen. You either can or you can't. You either will or you won't. You either do or you don't. But if you ain't got it in you, you ain't got it in you. I don't care what you do. How many players, Terrell, how many players you know that they got recruited, they were big time recruits, came to Nebraska, and they rode the pond their entire career? How many you know?
A lot of them.
All right. So either you got it or you got it. You got to find somebody that got it and then help them hone their skills more. But there's just no way that we're at the University of Nebraska. And let's be clear. Coach Rule is rebuilding this thing. But that's an intricate part of the rebuilding that we have to make sure that's rebuilt. I don't think – have we ever had problems with a long snapper? Hey, if you go back in your memory books and think about Nebraska football, have we ever had a time when we couldn't get the ball back on a field goal? See, we can't take steps forward. You take a step forward on offense. You take a step forward on defense. And then you take a step backwards on special teams. That's not taking a step forward as a group, as a whole. We got to step forward across the board. Special teams is one of the most important part of a football. It's only 3 things: offense, defense, special teams. So pay for a long snapper, pay for a field goal kicker. Pay for it. Pay for it. You pay for a quarterback. You pay for receivers. Right? Right?
Yeah.
You pay for that already. So this is pay for play time now. We're talking about we want to be on the cutting edge of NIL 1890. Hey, Matt Davison, we need a long snapper. Matt, we need a field goal kicker. Oh, you got the shirt on.
There it goes.
I mean, if we're paying for play, then doggone it, get some guys in here with the money that we got and make sure that we're not talking about a long snapper and field goal blocks and all this other stuff.
You got to understand, though, you're battling other teams with kickers, too, though. So you got to battle so many teams for a position that's not producing 10 to 20 5-stars every year.
You don't take a 5-star for a snapper.
No, but I'm just saying, though. I mean, it's not, it's still not one of those things that kids grow up doing.
That's my point. If it's like anything else in business or anything, you gotta find a niche that nobody is in. And then if you got something that they want that nobody else has, give it to them. So if I know, especially if I'm a parent and you guys are listening to us right now, and you got kids that are maybe they've never snapped before, but they're good at covering, but they're big enough to do it, you might want to go find somebody that can help them be a long snapper, because I'm telling you, in this game, moving forward, long snappers will get paid. They will get paid. And if I'm a parent, if I'm a coach, I'm telling my kids this. Which one of you guys want to play in the NFL for a long time? Everybody's hand's going to go up. And I'll say, which one of y'all want to be a long snapper? Everybody's hand's going to go down. But if let me have some kids coming up. Well, I wish my grandsons was old enough. Matter of fact, I guarantee you they'll know how to long snap. It's needed. It's an intricate part of a football team. 0283 says, I don't know for sure, but don't think he's starting. Scaper says this. Have you guys seen the soccer player at UNL on TikTok that is trying to walk onto Nebraska? He's kicking 45-yard field goals and making them. You saw that, Bob?
I haven't seen it. I've heard about it, though. I haven't scrolled through TikTok.
Yeah, we heard about it. Just inside, though. He haven't kicked outside. So anybody can kick. Anybody can kick without pressure.
6850 says, I long snapped at Concordia and Seward back in 88, 89. I've got 2 years of eligibility left. I can get paid. He said 88, 89, though, Bob. What would that make?
Yeah, he's a little older.
Wait. Hey, send us a 6850.
He got to be about 50.
Send 50. I'm about to be 50, and I didn't get out of there tonight.
He's probably 55.
He might be going on 60. I'm saying, send us a picture. We want to see what you look in your uniform right now.
Nebraska does have 2 long snappers on the roster, by the way, listed as long snappers. One who was here last year and one who they got from Iowa Western Community College. I'd have to go back and look, but I would believe they'd be part of that rotation that they're trying
Who's
to
the
figure.
starter?
Let me look real quick because so Cameron Witucky is listed as the starter. I think he's specifically for the punts, long snapper. I guess how often is the long snapper the same on field goal and punt units? I guess I don't know that necessarily for sure. Have you guys noticed?
Who's the long snapper on field goals?
So Witucky it says on his bio here, he's played in 4 games this season, although Nebraska did not punt against Northern Iowa. Has handled the long snapping duties for the punt unit in every game. He's also split time as the long snapper for field goals and PAT units. So again, part of that rotation. The only other long snapper that they have listed is Aiden Fledge, again, the transfer from Iowa Western Community College. I believe they don't have anything on his bio about whether he's played yet this year. I have to double check, but I believe he has also been in on the rotation. I could be wrong though, but that's your 2 long snappers listed.
Timmy V says Phelan Sanford and Marco Ortiz are much bigger losses through 5 games than anyone would have guessed last spring. I'd agree with that. 100%. But you, as a general manager and head coach of a football team, you have to worry about all parts of a football team. Now, you hire offense and defensive coordinators, special teams coordinators, and then all the guys in between to do that for you. But at the end of the day, that's on Coach Rule. And Coach Rule got to get that fixed. We can't blank. We can't. Who are we pointing the fingers at? Who's getting the fingers pointed at him? The long snapper? The field goal kicker? No, the guys up front that couldn't block and get their guys' hands down. Or is it the coach? Now, I'm saying that the thing I love about Coach Rule is me saying that it's nothing to him because he knows it. And we know we got to get it fixed. Timmy V, 0220, Thunder.coms. We'll get to yours and more after these messages. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain. I'm with
the black shirt.
And
Buck.
We're powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
I got to stop because you guys will get ready to laugh. You ready for this one? I got to stop. 6850 says, I'm 55 and I can't hardly walk anymore.
Can you snap? That's all we need.
Yeah, we'll roll you on the field.
All we need you to do is snap. That's it. and then we'll roll you off the field. We'll come get you off the field. Just get the ball back there. That's all. Don't worry about nothing else. Listen, we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
This show's pretty rockin', huh?
Yeah, I'm so glad my State Farm agent helped me go.
Huh?
My State Farm agent. They help me with options to personalize my auto insurance to get a great rate that fits my budget, so I don't have to give up the things I love.
Wow. Hey, so do you think I could get your State Farm agent's number?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine with breezy northeasterly winds. We'll see an afternoon high around 82. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 51. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with lighter winds and an afternoon high around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Early break.
Anthony in the mailbag says, good morning, guys. Question for the mailbag.
If you were trapped in a 10 foot by 10 foot concrete room with one animal, what is the largest animal you could kill with nothing but your bare hands?
I'd like to think I could whip an ostrich.
Get a hold of his neck. He's gonna whip him around. He's gonna whip him around.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Old School with DP and J.
Scamper, to run with quick, light steps, especially through fear or excitement.
To escape fear or excitement?
Running through fear or excitement.
So,
right? Because of.
So everything Kyler Murray does looks like a scamper.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a little kid who just stole his mom's purse.
Yeah.
And is trying to avoid.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. On the block with Strick and Austin.
Nebraska football banked 3 wins early. It had to do that. Seeing the win against Purdue, seeing the win against Northern Iowa, even Colorado, I feel like, at least for me, the wins have been secondary. I've been trying to nitpick, they have to do this better, they have to do this better. Nick, I'm in a spot now with both the Royals, helping me see with the Huskers. We got to learn to love these teams for who they are. The bar has changed.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Wow. Now. I got my own. Hey, quietly, is Mr. Bullocks, number 5, sneaking into being the next linebacker to get some Big Ten honors from Nebraska?
It's still early.
I mean, if he continues on this trend that he's on, he's leading the team in tackles. To me, he's our number one big time game maker on defense. Because remember, he caused a fumble week before, pick 6 last week. So, is John Bullock? You think he's got a chance to make it like second team Big Ten?
I think he's got a chance, and certainly will be, partially on the playmaking that you're kind of talking about. The tackling will be there. If he can get a few more, interceptions, fumbles, forced fumbles, and there's a lot of season left, he should be in that discussion. Remember, Nebraska has a draft drought as far as linebackers go, going back to Levante David. So he might even break that, in the latter half of those rounds. So we'll see. Remember, Matt Rule called him an NFL player before last season, and nobody really, everybody's kind of thinking, well, that's kind of a reach. We'll have to see how he plays. And then last year, he did all right with top 5 in the team in tackles. But this year definitely has stepped his game up. And again, arguably the best defender for this black shirt unit so far this season.
Yeah, I do. What you think, Terrell? Come on. We get you a linebacker.
The season's still early. I mean, you got to have better stats. I mean, like I say, playing on a great defense, probably have to bust 100 tackles. Probably gonna need about 5 more sacks, probably 2 more picks. But he's playing great now. So, but like I said, the 5th game of the season, and it's we still got about 7 more games. So if he can average probably gonna need 11 tackles a game to bust 100. So who knows?
Yeah, I like him. I liked him last year. I liked him 2 years ago. I like him. I like the way he plays football. He's going to get better. You can tell he's gotten better over the years. And he's got his upside is great. I think he gets to the NFL, they're going to really coach him up. But I like him. His knack for the ball, I like all that. I just like him. I think he's a kid that, to me, he should be at least second team All Big Ten if he keeps up on this trend. If he does what Terrell's talking about, I think he'll go further than that. If he does that, if he averages 11 tackles a game, 2 more picks, 2 forced fumbles, you can't deny the kid. You can't deny him.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a big jump, though. Right now, he has, 29 tackles through 5 games? That's closer to about 6 tackles a game. So, that would be a big jump for him. Keep in mind, too, I mean, it's an 18-team league. A lot of good linebackers out there. And Jay Higgins, one of the best linebackers in the nation for Iowa, had 171 tackles last year. Woo. So the competition could be quite fierce.
Well, but we haven't played a real predominant run game. You know what? I would like to look and see if Rutgers, what's their run to pass ratio? Is it more in the 60-40 range? 58, in that kind of range. 58, 40. Yeah, look real quick for me, because I think that'd be good. Boone and First says Adam True played in the NFL for 10 years, primary as a long snapper. Come on, man. The great Adam True, Oakland Raider.
But when you look at it, so the guy who's leading the Big Ten right now in tackles is 50. And he's a linebacker for Indiana. 6'1", 233 linebacker, Aiden Fisher.
Yeah.
50. Bronkowski from Minnesota, he has 39, 36. Like I said, it's a lot of great. Higgins from Iowa, he has 34. He has 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 12 solos.
And they just had their bye week too, so that's in 1 less game. That's why I said I think I think you need a few of those playmaking plays like we're talking about that he's been doing. So it's kind of keep that up. Tackling alone might not get him there, but even if he leads the team, kind of like Terrell back in the day, maybe you don't compare to the conference leaders as far as tackles, but if you lead your team in tackles and they're a top 15 defense, that can go a long way too. It doesn't have to be eye-popping tackling stats because you got a lot of help around.
Watch your mouth, Bob.
Hey, just telling you what it is.
Plus, we need to eat it, Bob.
Hey, calm down, Black Shirt. 6549 says, if I were coaching, I would spend the end of practice kicking with the ones, alternating the hashes on the 30-yard line, with 13 guys lined up as defenders, and go until they make 6 in a row. Are you saying they're not doing that, 6549? How do we know they're not doing that? Big Bird says Jay Foreman also thinks John Bullock can play on Sundays. I think Jay Foreman's word carries weight.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Foreman on Big Red Wrap Up. Y'all seen Jay on Big Red Wrap Up?
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time I seen he looked good with all that salt and pepper.
He's been a guest on there for years.
You can tell him I said all that salt and pepper he got on there.
Well, your beard's got more salt than pepper in it these days. So.
Hey, calm down, Bach. Black
salt.
Shirt.
What?
Don't let him take off on me like that.
I was just letting you know.
Good job, Bach.
I don't understand why you don't have that kind of energy when I'm in the office.
You can just get some Just for Men. You can clean that up pretty quickly.
I'm not. Why would I do that? You know
I'm
what?
going to do that. I got some grays on my sideburns. I'm going to start doing that.
I think I'm just going to cut it off. What,
are you?
Give me a reason to cut it off. What can I do if Nebraska does what, and then I'll cut it off. And
I'll depends on how long you're committed to this. How about once they get bowl eligible, you cut it off?
No, Are you kidding
That
me?
can't happen. No.
A bowl game? You think I'm cutting my stuff off for a bowl game?
Well,
Come on.
I'm just trying to.
Bob,
If
gotta
you
give
hold
me
out,
better than that.
if you hold out for 8 or 9 wins, you might be growing that beard. Who knows for how long?
How about we say if we get 8 wins, I cut it off.
All right.
If the text line, listen, if you want me to, if we get 8 wins and you want me to cut my beard off, I'll cut it off for a whole year. If we get to 8 wins, put a cut it off in the comment section, whether that's Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you can comment.
Yeah, make
if
the
we
show
win
look
8
younger.
games. What?
Make the show look younger.
Yeah, we
Like,
need to get the youth involved here.
All right, God, how dare you guys? So what are
Well,
you saying? We
You
need
got
to
a
go.
baby face if you clean. If you shave it, you think it makes you look younger?
Oh gosh, yes, I look way too young. I don't like that. I don't like looking young. Cause I'm older.
You want to look fit, so you want to look young too. Young
No,
and
I
fit.
like to look fit, but I can look old and fit. That don't look bad. It's a fit. Listen, I ain't gonna say his name. I won't say his name. But they went with me to go pick up cars in Wichita, and we went to Walmart to pick up some supplies. And this particular guy is like 44 years old, and he's talking crazy about he can beat me running. Well, that didn't go. It didn't end well for him. He got embarrassed in the Walmart parking lot, and there's a couple of older white ladies that watched and witnessed the whole thing, and they had the biggest chuckle when I said, "You ain't never seen a young guy get whooped by an old man with a white beard, huh?" She laughed. She had a good chuckle about that, and she said, "You did beat him, baby." Why cut it? Well, I don't got nothing to hide. I feel like if I put the Just for Men on it, that's not who I am.
Jim Phillippi's got a pretty good proposal here. How about if Nebraska makes a field goal, you cut it off? It might be waiting longer than
It's got to be more. It's got to be more.
You think so?
Got to be 3. You got to. Okay. How about if they go on a streak? Let's go. Let's say if they don't miss a field goal in the next 6 games, I'll cut it. They got to make all of them though in a row.
That's not happening. That's a lot to ask for.
Hey!
Aaron G says cut it off if you cover or beat Ohio State. Cover the spread.
If we beat Ohio State, I'll definitely cut it off. But the spread is not working.
No, that's not enough.
No, I'm like the spread. We're gonna cover the spread. The spread's gonna be. How many of you think the spread's gonna be? Depending on what we do, anyways, next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it really depends on this week and next. Which the season, it's interesting. There's an article from SI saying that the season might, somewhat hinge on these next 2 weeks. Like you've got, obviously the 5-game stretch down, that we've all kind of been talking about, starting with Ohio State, USC, Iowa, Wisconsin, all those, UCLA as well. But really the story of the season, imagine if Nebraska goes 2-0 in the next 2 weeks. You're 6-1, you're in the top 25, you're bowl eligible, so you've already got that, as opposed to going 0-2, where you're 4-3, and then you're looking at these remaining 5 games and trying to piece together a bowl game. So a very important couple of 2-week stretch here.
Yeah, well, very important game Saturday.
Yeah.
Very important. You lose, you set yourself up for failure. I'm talking about epic failure. You win, you set yourself up for what looks like to be the best season in a long time around here. So this game, I told you guys, every game moving forward, the next game is the biggest game of their career. This is the biggest game of Coach Rule's career. Because if you win this game, you play a great looking Indiana team. I don't know how great they are really, but they look great. They look the part.
Who's better?
What do you mean?
Indiana or Rutgers?
Indiana.
You think so? What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I think Indiana at this point is probably the bigger test. They are ranked a little bit higher than Rutgers is right now. They've looked, so I would probably lean with them.
Their offense is probably better than Rutgers, but I think Rutgers' defense is better than Indiana's.
I don't think so.
But again, Rutgers just gave up 500 yards to Washington.
Yeah, and they should have lost the game, but Washington somehow they couldn't kick a field goal.
1 of 4 is the official total for that game from Washington's field goal.
So let's say they go 3 or 4. What's the score of the game?
They'll win it.
Thank you. So did the real team win? Well, I mean, the best team won on that day, but you don't give up 500 yards and then still lose. It's like sacking the quarterback 8 times and still lose. That's the same thing. There's no difference in that. Jordan says this: do you guys feel as if the Husker media addresses too much of the symptoms of why we lose or struggle in games over the underlying issue? Please expand on what you mean. But he says, I can expand what I mean, but I'm running out of characters. Expand, please. Because I like where you're going with that, but I want to know what you're saying completely. And while we do that, Eric and Lincoln says, who has Indiana played? Nobody. I think Colorado was smoked them. Really?
They haven't played anybody.
Why you say that?
Because I'm looking at their schedule right now. That's what I'm saying.
Who they play? Why. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
They played Maryland, which they beat 28-42.
Bowl team last year.
They beat Charlotte 52-14. They beat UCLA 42-13.
Also a bowl team last year. Probably not this year.
Come on, Bob. Get out of here.
I'm just saying, give them some credit. It's not like Nebraska,
They
Nebraska
beat Western Illinois 77-3 and FIU 31-7.
Who they got next week? This week?
Nebraska. No, they got Northwestern.
That's a win.
And they had 3 wins last year, and it's like their best start in 35 years or something like that. So yeah, they might not be taking down Georgia and Alabama, but those, that's a pretty darn good start for a first-year head coach at Indiana.
You can say what you want. You can say what you want. But when you have a winning mentality, sometimes that's way greater than anything you could ever have other than that. That mentality to win, that you will not lose. That's the mentality that we have to build.
So they're probably looking at their schedule. They say, hey, we probably can go 8-0 because we have Northwestern, Nebraska, and Washington. Then we have Michigan. We could be 8-0 when we play Michigan. See, if they get to thinking like that, they'll lose.
Well, it'd be interesting because it is. Kurt Cignetti, especially when Nebraska plays them. I know we're jumping ahead of Rutgers, just looking ahead a week, but we got some time. Is that they're kind of different approaches. Kurt Cignetti before this season said, "I win, Google me." His thing is he's gonna go in there and win. Matt Rule obviously has made a career out of being a program builder, so it's kind of like, all right, let's take the necessary steps to get there. But as far as like the belief on that day, and a lot of it's going to happen, depend on what happens with Indiana beating, against Northwestern, and obviously if Nebraska beats Rutgers. But as far as the belief that day, it's just kind of I suppose, somewhat the culture of Nebraska is we're building to get to where we want to be. We got to fight day in and day out. And Indiana might be thinking this is, they're going to be riding their all-time high of where, hey, we're winning now. We're scoring 50 points a game. And I don't think that'll stop with Northwestern. We'll see.
I got to go back to this again because I got to go back to Jordan. That's a great question. Do you guys feel like the Husker media addresses too much of the symptoms of why we lose or struggle in games over the underlying issues? So I ask you guys, what would be some underlying issues from your perspective of why we lose?
Poor tackling.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing all 4 quarters. Special teams. Penalties.
But how did those come about? Because those are all of the repercussions of the sickness. Is it practice? Where do you get that from? Where do you pick up to hold on to the ball? Where do you pick up? How do we get the snap back? How do we kick the ball back? Where do you get that from? Practice, right?
You got to have the same energy you have on game day, the same energy you have in practice.
It just seems like, you know what? They might need a sports psychologist. I thought they had one, don't they, Bob? Or they had one.
I'm sure they do.
They had one. But I think you have to have somebody. Jack Stark did a good job. I don't know what type of wizard Jack was, but Jack Stark did a great job with everybody for the most part back then of giving us the mental fortitude, not everybody, but a lot of us, that we needed at the time. I went to Jack Stark. Huh?
I think they need some Christian Peters.
I think they need some Rashawn Jackson. Just a little Rashawn Jackson. Maybe a little sprinkle in with a little Farley.
Nah, I take Christian Peters. The all-time great.
You don't think you could do anything?
Nah.
That's messed up.
It'd be worse than Will Compton.
What?
I said I'd be bad.
You're not a big talker though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking going down there and like actually kind of
down the field talking. Oh, it's different.
Yeah. You think you could do it
on the field?
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm talking about during the game. That's
what would you say?
Who?
You?
Me? I said all on the field. I don't bite my tongue.
Tell me. Let me hear it. Tell the folks. What would you say?
What I said?
Yeah.
It depends, man. It depends how the game is being played.
The game is being played. It's Purdue. Is zero. Is you down 3-0? What do you tell your people?
Oh no, it's just what I'm telling other teams.
Oh, you just talking stuff.
Yeah, I'm just talking crap.
Get out of here.
Yeah, you know me.
Man, stop with the shenanigans, dude. I'm thinking that you trying to help us. Let's get to some of these games that we gonna call, because there's some decent games here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do that in the next segment.
Yeah.
We'll get a break.
Cross your fingers, Rashawn, so you can win some games this week.
Why?
Because you're behind.
Hey, I bet you UCLA cover the point spread against PSU.
What's the point spread?
All better.
What's the point spread? 30?
27 and a half.
I'm cool.
27 and a half. My
yeah,
God.
who are you taking? Penn State?
Disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, that's four touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's a smack in the face.
I'll still take Penn State.
Yeah, I'll still take Penn State.
Missouri, Texas A&M. That's going to be a good game, too.
Yeah.
Get us out of here, Bach. Bach, when you come back, listen, Bach, when you come back in, if you could come back in with the music, and then I'll let you go through the games, but we should all be able to pick a couple, I think. And then we can agree on a couple.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll do that coming up next year on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine with breezy northeasterly winds. We'll see an afternoon high around 82. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 51. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with lighter winds and an afternoon high around 78. The meteorologist Kyle Becker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Brutal Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest, and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we are out of the gate for September with a very special GMC sales offer. We must move out all new GMC truck inventory fast. So right now at Koppel, we are offering true GM supplier pricing for everyone. Yes, you heard right. True GM supplier pricing on all GMC Sierras. That's over $12,000 off on select models. That's GM supplier pricing, $12,000 off on Sierras. Do not wait. Stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxing on Saturday, October 5th with Roughnecks at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 8 bouts are scheduled for the night, including the main event of Dwayne Johnson and Jack Lawless Frericks in the Professional Middleweight Championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $437 per month for 36 months. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004120, $437 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5,500 due with signing, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9/30/2024. See dealer for details.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. Fast 2 hours in radio. Captain, I have some news for you.
I like news.
Former Steelers legend James Harrison to square off with Chad Ochocinco Johnson in an MMA fight. Whoa.
Is he crazy?
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's a joke. Stop it.
It's not a joke.
That's a joke.
They're going to do it in New Orleans before the Super Bowl.
Dude, there's no way that he can do anything with no doggone James Harrison. Are you serious?
That's what it said. Hey, that's what's coming out.
Is there a weight limit?
That's what's interesting. Both guys are 46 years old, but at least playing weight, James Harrison was significantly bigger. 30 to 40 pounds, I think. So the other thing
I heard Conor McGregor called out Crawford.
Yeah, there was an opportunity for Conor McGregor and Crawford to have a bout in MMA and in boxing. It would have to be a two fight system, and Crawford doesn't want to get in, doesn't want to do MMA, but there's a lot of money in it. But he has denied it at this point.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions, yes.
Yeah, no.
No, I wouldn't let you kick me. I'm a boxer, not a street fighter.
Yeah, why would I let you embarrass me in what you do? Yeah, even if I embarrass you, it's worse when you get beat up with no gloves.
I just don't understand what Chad Ochocinco is thinking, because if you look at James Harrison, he scares you by just looking at him. That's the type of guy like, hey, I don't want to walk down the alley and have to walk past this guy at nighttime.
Yeah, but you can't. If he's a Bengals legend, you can't be shuddering and being scared of a Steelers legend.
Come on, Bob.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Especially that.
There's some guys you just leave. There's some guys, Bach, you leave them alone.
Yeah.
You don't go poking the bear. Because Ochocinco is poking the bear. Now, if he was just boxing, I'd be like, okay, cool. But you said MMA? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, no. There's no way. No. And if he does, bet it all on Ochocinco. Harrison's going to take a dive. There's no way. 8002 says, you doubt it.
Yeah, not Harrison.
Okay. 8002 says, it's okay, VJ, to be Santa Claus for the next few years. Really? Danico says, cut it off.
Yeah, cut that mess off.
What?
Cut that mess off your face, man. It's
Why?
mess. Because you're in the business world, man. We need you sharp.
Man,
I'll be on ESPN in a couple of days, man.
Hey, I look exactly how Nebraska plays, baby. It's been this way for years.
I wouldn't want to look how Nebraska plays.
Raggedy?
The last 10 years.
Raggedy?
Yeah.
Close, but can't quite make the right place.
Well, I can't quite get the Clippers to work.
There you go.
Okay.
It won't cut it off. What?
No, what kind are you using? But I got some you can use.
Yeah, right. 9690 drinking the Kool-Aid says 6-1 college game day in Ohio.
Could be. Nebraska does their part.
If we're 6-1, they'll definitely be in Ohio. Eric and Lincoln asked that question already about who Indiana plays. And then 8750 says, watching the loss against Illinois was exactly like watching Nebraska lose the game for the last 10 years. Lots of good things, but can't make the one or two little plays to win the game. We did that. And like I said, the way we played in the fourth quarter, if we can continue to play that way in the fourth quarter, I think all the little Husker maniacs will be super, super happy because we will go into that game 6-0. But right now, you got to find a way to beat Rutgers. You guys still ain't told me a way that we beat Rutgers.
Well, it's probably going to come down to, and that's what kind of scares you about this game, is Nebraska has this history, whether it be Matt Rule or lingering in the locker room from before Matt Rule, where once it gets down to the final couple minutes of the fourth quarter of a close game, they don't quite make those one or two plays, and they end up losing these games. So, and Rutgers just has a lot that, that makes you believe they only average 4 penalties a game. They're not going to kill themselves. It's the old method of just let Nebraska get in its own way, and that worked in the Scott Frost years. It's got to end now.
Well, not only has it got to end, but it'd be nice if we can just put the game away and keep it away.
Which is what they did.
It'd be nice if we can get up 28-0 going into the fourth quarter and then figure out a way we can get in a power set and then mow 8 minutes off the clock. Play to your strengths. Play to what they're giving you. Rutgers will give up the run. No question. They're going to get a run up. But if you try to force it, it could end in disaster. That's all I'm saying.
Does Nebraska have a 100-yard rusher this week?
If they start Emmett Johnson and give him 20 carries, I think so. I would against Rutgers.
Yeah,
I would. We're bigger, stronger, and faster than Rutgers. The fast part, maybe not as much as a team, but we're bigger and stronger than them for sure, and probably just as fast. So I don't want to go and go into the teeth of them being fast and say, let me put my fast guys out there. No. I keep telling y'all, the one time that we ever see us run for over 200 yards in a game, you're going to see the happiest group of offensive linemen that you've ever seen. Because it wasn't because they couldn't get it done. I think it's more that we don't focus on running the ball enough. Meaning, sometimes you have to be good with getting 4, 3, first down. Headhunter, I'm not. All right, Headhunter, I got it. Okay, sidebar. Headhunter says, VJ, do not let the beer haters talk you into shaving. Ever notice the ones hating on the beard cannot grow one hair on their face?
Whatever.
From gray bearded one myself shows wisdom and confidence.
I can grow a full beard faster than anybody.
I don't believe it.
I'd like to see
a week. It takes a week for me to grow a full beard.
That dude would look like he is 80.
We should, when you cut it, we should have Terrell grow his for a week and reverse roles.
Yeah, it'd be nappy and all that. I need to put a Duke on my face. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard that band too? Hair relaxer on my face to make it wavy. It'll ball up.
Well, then you can't grow
like Kevin Durant head.
Oh my gosh! Don't do it. Don't do it, Terrell.
Yeah.
Danico says no turnovers and take the next step mentally and physically against Rutgers. I agree with that one. Cubsker says the difference between Nebraska rushing and Washington rushing is Nebraska backs know what being in the end zone is like. Ooh, I like that, Cubsker. He talking a little smack.
Yeah, taking shots at Washington.
Cigar Guy says, I can't grow a beard to save my life, but I will admit that your beard looks good. Nobody's giving me a reason to do it. Headhunter says 3 days for me, black shirt. How fast can you just grow the beard, though? What if I paid you to grow it?
Who? You don't see it right now? It's already just.
No, we can't
full.
see it.
Yeah, it's full.
We can't see it.
It's all grayed out. That's because it's grayed out.
When you want, is it really?
Yeah.
Do you still got will hair grow on your head?
Yeah.
But it would be one of them you'll never find blum 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 blum.
Probably like
another hairline like mine.
It's probably like George Jefferson or James Evans. So
Oh my God, James Evans. That's not a good look. Yeah, Terrell, listen. Why don't you do that? What if I gave you $50 to just don't shave? Don't shave. November's coming up, but I'm saying don't shave October for $50.
Nah.
Hunter.
Nah.
110.
Card note.
There you go.
You ain't even paid your whole card note as it is.
It's okay. As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke.
So let's talk about this then. So 150.
Nah, I have to shave for the game tomorrow. So I have to shave tomorrow. So I'm not gonna grow anything. I like my clean appearance. So
Coach Osborne would say that too. Guys, you guys gotta clean up. We can cut this stuff off your face and all this long hair. But Terrell, so Monday?
Yeah, sure, Monday.
So how much we talking? $60 then, right?
Mute his mic, Bob. He's not talking to me. Mute my mic.
He gonna talk about if we beat Rutgers by 18, cut it off. That would be a big step. No, it won't. That just means that, it'll be a good step, but that ain't a big step towards the ultimate goal, and that's winning the rest of your games. Now, I know you keep saying Ohio State, but Ohio State can be beat. They can be beat. We've done it before. Where's everybody so scared of Ohio State? I'm just wondering.
Well, that game day one might be that game day text kind of gave me some PTSD from the last time Nebraska and Ohio State had game days. That might be part of it.
Oh my!
I got a question, Bob. I just seen something. How long was Antonio Pierce at Arizona State?
I'm not sure for so long.
Was he assistant coach or
He
what?
was part of them that kind of got in trouble with the
because he received an 8-year show cause for recruiting violation during the COVID-19 period while at Arizona State. Violations include taking recruits' parents to gentlemen clubs, travel expenses on unofficial visits, and more.
Man, they've been doing that, man. Stop. Why they be trying to dig up dirt? This man is a whole coach in the NFL. Yeah. What are you digging up dirt for now?
Well, this just takes the NCAA years, as we know, to get anything done, and so they finally got something. Finally, the head coach of the Raiders, who we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts, but it might have trouble finding another college job because
he spent. I know it's against the rules, but he's spending his own money. And it says only 8 of the 35 recruits involved eventually enrolled at Arizona State, per the NCAA. Why are we talking about this? How is this relevant? How is this relevant? I'm just wondering how, if this man, it's like talking about Harbaugh in Michigan. How is that relevant? Harbaugh will never go back to the college ranks unless they pay him $200 million. And it won't be for Michigan. Just saying. So we appreciate that, but I think they keep doing that tomfoolery to anyway. 1925. Do the players need a sports psychologist? Absolutely. 8750. A punt return for a touchdown and VJ should shave his beard. What about a punt return and a kickoff return in the same game? I shave it.
That's just
if that happens, I'm shaving it.
What? Hey, what about a touchdown from the tight end?
2 touchdowns from the. 2 touchdowns
in one game.
I'm not gonna say that. No, because it'd be just my luck. We'd be going to Fedoni all over the place. Nah, I'm good. 3 touchdowns from the tight ends, and I'll shave it.
We just want to see that butt naked chin, man. That's all.
No, sir. My daughter don't like the butt naked chin. It doesn't work for her. She said, "No, Dad, you look like Magic Johnson. Don't do it ever again." She doesn't like when I look younger than her, or young as her. Whatever, guys. 93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back. Clantonia John.
General Fire and Safety has been keeping Lincoln businesses and commercial structures safe for more than 50 years. From a simple fire extinguisher to full fire suppression systems, Lincoln has trusted General Fire and Safety to provide top-of-the-line products, installation, and maintenance. If you're starting a new business in a brand new building, call on General Fire and Safety to help you plan a fire safety system that fits the specific needs of your business, employees, and customers. Call General Fire and Safety today at 402-261-0116.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the Ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raising Cane's, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting lots of sunshine with breezy northeasterly winds. We'll see an afternoon high around 82. Tonight, mostly clear skies with a low around 51. And tomorrow, we'll see more sunshine with lighter winds and an afternoon high around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a champ, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. Touchdown! This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel is the answer to all your lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Probably the best locker room entertainment ever. You know, listening to Chris.
Have you seen the Will Compton's videos before? How does that compare?
What does he say at the end of that thing? I like that part. What does he say?
He uses your go big.
Oh, that's
red.
what he uses my go big red. Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's not your Go Big Red. How was that Vershawn's Go Big Red? That's been a chant long before Vershawn.
My go big red. It's mine.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back with Vershawn Jackson. Powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This thing on? I don't know where they at, but I'm here, y'all. I ain't 347 the ticket. It's the captain.
We're here.
Well, I don't see it.
Now you do.
Yo, you're eating. You guys are eating. How did I know? Stuff in your face.
Oh, very delicious.
Thanks to Link Bar and Grill, man, who
Yeah.
hooked us up with some sandwich wraps today.
Oh my gosh, I'm mad I missed.
Oh yeah. Fries, waffle
Where,
fries.
y'all mean some of y'all let the D Boys van to get out of there without getting on the mic?
Well, we was on air when he came.
8500 Andermatt Drive. They've got a delicious menu. Every week they bring in something fantastic. Again, did not disappoint today. And I love buffalo chicken wraps. That's what we got in today. And man, we got a few different things. That was my pick.
Whatever. You're not gonna sit here. You're not gonna sit here and eat on. You're not gonna do this, Terrell. You got 3 minutes and we're off the show. You're not gonna stuff your face in front of me to gloat me.
I'm not. Let's go. We're talking about. Let's get the football.
No, not what you know. You're not. Mute his mic, Bach. We're not doing that. Mute his mic. I got to get back to doing me. Bach, when I say mute, that's the one thing Nick did for me. If I said mute his mic, doggone it, it wouldn't matter if it was Coach Osborne. Mute his mic. Now, I doubt if I would ever tell anybody to mute Coach Osborne's mic. But in the event I do, Bach, would you do it?
No.
Say we were talking and Coach Osborne went on one of those ones where he's telling a story and talking crazy about me. And I'd be like, mute his mic, Bach.
I don't think so. That'd be really good. That'd be really good content to hear Tom Osborne get some stories on you.
Let's get the games.
Yeah, Bach, let's get the game. I got some.
I got some. Y'all want to agree on some games?
All right, let's all agree on some games.
Syracuse, UNLV.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah, that's a good game.
UNLV favored by 6.5 in this one. Obviously, their backup quarterback after their starter basically just quit the team and didn't get the money that he wanted. Their backup looked really good last week, but of course, going up against Kyle McCord and Syracuse, that's a great one for a Friday night.
Yeah, well, who did they play last week?
UNLV, I think it was, man, who was it?
Fresno State, wasn't it?
Yeah, Fresno State.
You don't even know the team.
Fresno
So
State.
are we gonna sit here and say that this Syracuse team's going? Man, I'm taking Syracuse. Now,
We're not picking the game. We're picking which games we
that's
do,
the
right?
game we're gonna have on it.
Okay. I'm taking Syracuse.
Well, you're already letting us know. All right. Well, we'll prepare. The only top 25 battle of the week is number 9 Missouri at number 25 Texas A&M. Texas A&M favored by 2.5. I think we got to have the rank matchup in there, don't we?
Mm-hmm. That's another one, Bob.
All right. So there's number 2. You want to throw one out there?
How about let's go with I had them, but now I lost it a little bit, but I'll get it back here. It was a good game. I want to tell you. You guys keep going if you can find one, but it was a game that I really want to put in here.
How about last year's national championship rematch? Number 10, Michigan at Washington. We just talked about Washington probably should have beat Rutgers last Friday night. Now they've got Michigan coming in. Michigan can't pass. We know that. So Washington, despite being not ranked against the top 10 Michigan team at home, is favored by 2.5.
I mean, Washington hadn't stopped the run. Michigan is a powerhouse at the run. Michigan, of course, but I think that's a great game.
You got any, Terrell?
SMU, Louisville.
Yeah, that could be a good one. Louisville coming off that close loss to Notre Dame. SMU just beating Florida State. Louisville favored by 7 in that one.
There it is. North Carolina, Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
North Carolina, Pittsburgh.
North Carolina just lost to Duke in a big comeback fashion for Duke, but Pittsburgh's, I think, are they 4-0? I think they're off, looking for their first 5-0 start in quite some time.
The Chiefs.
Chiefs out there. That's right.
Yeah, they're 4-0.
Yeah.
Beat Cincinnati by 1, beat West Virginia by 4, and beat the brakes off of Youngstown State 73-17. They might be the truth. They might be real this year. They got a pretty good schedule too. We don't got no real good games coming that I can see. How about? Nah, I don't like that game.
Iowa, Ohio State.
Stop it. What are you taking?
I was thinking about that. I like the matchup. The problem is Ohio State's a 20.5-point favorite, and I'm not sure anybody's bold enough to pick Iowa in that one.
It's like Georgia Auburn.
Yeah, Georgia 24-point favorite. Yeah,
we got to stay away from that. There's no, and I can't say that because there's going to be some upsets.
Oh yeah, they could be interesting. Yeah, I just don't know if anyone's going to pick them.
This is not a good week.
Clemson, Florida State.
That's a good one. Clemson's going to beat the brakes off them.
Clemson's 14.5-point favorite there.
Florida State is tanking for Deion. That's a rumor. That's a rumor. How about now? See, it's just no good games.
How about number 11 USC at Minnesota? Rowing the boat. That's an 8-point spread. USC still favored in that one.
I like that game. That's a good game.
Yeah, we can do that one.
That's a good game.
It gives us 6.
I think the Baylor Iowa State game gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be better than that score. 12 points is for Iowa State. I mean, I don't think so. I think Baylor's gonna give them. Well, I say that, and Baylor ain't did nothing since.
Hey, we could keep rolling with my Duke. They got Georgia Tech this week, and Georgia Tech's favored by 9.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Georgia Tech favored by 9.
Yeah,
that's a good game. What about UCF, Florida? 2.5.
That could be a good one. USCF's favored by 2.5.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see how many we're up to then. So we're at 8. We need 2 more.
Colorado, Kansas State.
That's not this week.
Oh, not this week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again, I think Tennessee, Arkansas could be interesting, but Tennessee's almost a 2 touchdown favorite there. If you're looking for closer spreads, you have Kansas at Arizona State. Arizona State favored by 3. I don't know if either of those teams are making a bowl, but we could pick it.
Wake Forest, NC State.
Okay.
Or Boston College, Virginia.
Which one? Which one do you think here?
You pick it. Either one. I go for either one. The reason
Purdue,
why I like that.
Purdue, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Purdue, Wisconsin could get us Big Ten. Yeah.
Dude, Wisconsin is a 14-point favorite.
Yeah, Purdue's pretty bad. We just fired their offensive coordinator, the new offensive coordinator. Yeah, I mean, we're all going to pick Wisconsin there, but that's all right. At least get some Big Ten flavor in there.
Well, we need to pad our stats, so it's all good.
All right. We'll do Wake Forest and NC State, and then we'll do Rutgers and Nebraska, the spread, which Nebraska's at 6.5 right now. Last check. I think it moved up to 7. I have to double check, but
okay. I like it.
There we go.
There's no excuses. Make sure you put it up so I or send me a text message or something so I can start doing my homework.
All right. I went 10-1 last week. Just a reminder to everybody.
Oh! What do you want? What do you want to get for that? 10-1.
I'm the leader. I'm the new leader.
Other shows they be lacking.
And just like you, in 1 week it could change.
All you gotta do is just come through and kick it.
What's up with you, Terrell? What do you got?
It's all about the sports.
Everything I do every day, same thing.
You ain't got to buy a ticket. Hey, we giving you the
Such a boring life.
Great life.
Boring.
Ticket is the name.
You got more excitement eating that burrito than when you go home.
It'll never be the same.
Look at this dude. Look at him. On the radio, mouthful, food all over his mouth.
It'll never be the
Let's
same.
get out of here. 93.7 the ticket. I can't even say anything else to that. Listen, we got a day in the wake up, and it's go time. One more day. Friday, freestyle.
Yeah.
Good sense. Pop. The black shirt. The captain. See you tomorrow.
It'll never be
Yo.
the same. It'll never be the same.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the